We are live. All right. So this chat builds up. We are live. All right, we have a big announcement. Big announcement today.
What up?
What's up, big dog?
What in the hell is going on with my banner? It's got me still as my old banner.
Yep, you got to update that.
How the hell do I change that?
You go ahead and left click on your or right click on your picture.
Oh, I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how it works on there.
That's weird. It wasn't there yesterday. Oh, backgrounds and effects. Let's see.
Yeah, but that's just, you don't have your video on probably.
Huh?
Are you not in front of your screen?
Yeah, I'm in front of my screen. I don't know what the hell's going on. I had to like log in a weird way. Let me see. Let me jump out and jump back in.
All right, looks like we got Matt joining the chat.
What? There it is.
Anybody watching wants to hop on, ask for the link.
Get my fucking headphones.
Yeah, get yourself on Wi-Fi, get set up.
Yeah. Heading back to the castle.
Yes, my man's walking around repping the shirt.
Bro, all day.
Yes,
you tell me to come on here.
I brought you on for
man.
today. We got a big announcement. Big announcement.
Yeah, super excited about it.
Yes, let me go ahead and get our others. We got some special guests on here tonight.
What up? Who we got joining the chat tonight? What's up?
Trent Johns.
What's up, Bubba?
One of the co-hosts.
All the way from Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Nice.
Dude, it's freezing nuts up here.
You're in Tennessee.
Yep.
That is a loyal friend.
That's it.
Hey, this show's been lit the past couple nights, Trent.
I know. I tried to get on last night, but we were driving. We didn't get to our next stop till late, so I couldn't get on last night. I was driving through the mountains, and I figured one thing out. I'm a flatlander, buddy. I don't like these mountains.
Yeah, me neither. It make you sick quick, right?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah.
Oh no, your boy's a flatland. You've been in Florida for too long.
100%. But I'm here. I'm still alive. It's cold as shit, but we're making it.
Nice. I'm the exact opposite. Like, even though I was born in New York, I was raised here in Port St. Lucie. And but I swear I should have been born and raised in Colorado. When I visited Colorado Springs, bro, they had to fight me to leave. I didn't want to leave that place. It was just like I felt like I was supposed to be born and raised there.
What up, Chance? We got the current reigning king of Florida in
What
the
up,
house.
gentlemen?
Dude, the
What's up,
king.
man?
What's happening?
Glad you could grace us with your presence.
What's up, guys?
What do you got, a snow coat on?
It's 32.
Are you outside?
No, we're inside now.
Okay.
Look at this guy warming up on the channel.
Come
All
on.
day, every day.
Telling
Listen,
everybody your
last-
secrets, man. You can't be doing that on
Last
the live.
night-
Everybody's secrets.
These ain't secrets. Everybody knows about the damn handles. you just can't see what it is that I'm doing and what else I got going on.
Hey, just don't show the weight. Don't ever let them know how much weight you're doing. If they ask, it's 300 pounds.
5. Are you kidding me? I got 20 plates. I got 20 plates on that bad boy down there.
There you go.
Yeah, here's the next one. This is a thanks to Chris. Chris let me borrow this. I was gonna hook it up tonight, but it's such a pain in the ass to switch this thing out to that.
I want to try one actually.
I gotta.
This one was his first model, so the angle on it's a little bit different than the new ones that he's been making, but it still hits pressures that you just won't
Hey, you guys
get.
got the chat okay with the link?
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys, I'm back.
I had to click on it and then it opened up a page and then I had to copy the link from this won't open in your browser page. It wouldn't let me do what I did yesterday. Yesterday I just held down on it, copied the link.
They're on laptops.
Oh, yeah, not me. I'm on the phone.
All right, what up, Chance? You back?
Yeah, sorry, there was a bear in my backyard. So
Nice.
Live already?
huh?
You handled that?
Yeah. I was like, get out of here, guy. I said, unless you got some money for me. You're here to buy a jersey. If not, you gotta get out of here.
That's it.
Hey,
Chance.
Brandon, when you're bigger than the bear, you ain't got no problems.
Hey, first day I ever met Trey told me, you want to know how to kill a bear?
Oh God, here we go.
Tell me. He's like, you gotta wrap a sponge in rubber bands and then soak it in bacon grease. I'm just
Get rid of them
like,
quick.
where did this hillbilly come from?
You don't want to know, buddy. You don't want to know.
That was my introduction to Trent.
I
What
can
up,
kill you
Sarah?
10 different
Beautiful.
ways with bare hands.
What's up, Sarah and Mikey?
What up? What up?
All right, I gotta switch positions over here. Get a little bit more comfortable on the table.
Yeah, so we got some big announcements tonight. We can hop right into it. Let's see how many people in the chat right now. Build up is about as big as it. So you want me to pull up the flyer and share? We're going to be doing the East versus West qualifier for Florida, February 4th at the Pro Gear Gym. This is absolutely massive. It's absolutely massive. Chance can give you details on, and he'll run through the format of how you can get an all expense paid trip to, where is it, Turkey?
Yep, Turkey, Istanbul.
Absolutely. And this is going to be huge, man. It's going to draw in people from all over the Southeast United States, at least.
Dude, I cannot wait to see the talent that shows up.
Yeah, so I'm imagining this first event is going to be as packed as it can be. Absolutely amazing.
Gonna be mega.
Yeah, so Chance, give us a rundown on the format and how they can get to the top. And
Yeah, so pretty much the format is there are 6 North American qualifiers. There's 1 in Canada, 1 in Brazil, and basically everyone who places top 2 in these qualifiers will be sent to the final in West Virginia that Travis Bajent is hosting. And if you win your class in that final, you're sent to Turkey for an all, as a paid athlete. So all your expenses are covered and you're getting paid some money as well. So our event, we're not changing the weight classes, but the weight classes at the finals are going to be a little bit different. So to win our event, we got an error on the flyer, I just noticed, so we'll have to fix that. But 176 pounds. So you have 176 pounds, you're qualified. 198
hold on. Take them through our weight classes. Just reiterate one more time. Our weight classes will not match up with the finals weight classes.
That's correct.
It's an important detail that people are going to overlook, and they're going to have 1,000 questions. We're keeping our weight classes exactly the same, so they coincide with this AERS ranking.
Yep.
So all you guys are getting your ELO rating and you're climbing and you're checking on there was, this is what your brackets are being submitted to. However, Chance will tell you how it determines who is picked. The classes are a little different. This is
so we're just taking the weight classes from the closest classes, and that's who we're qualifying to send to the to the finals, because ultimately we kind of get to decide who gets sent to the finals. But so it's going to be 176 winners, 198 winners, I think 220 winners, and then super winners. I'll have to double check that with their weight classes, but the final weight classes will be a little bit different. But essentially, if you're winning one of the main weight classes, if you win, you get sent to West Virginia, or you get to go to West Virginia and compete in the final event with a chance at being in East versus West, which is really, really awesome. So there's 4 weight classes in the finals. 2 of the winners will be in East versus West 7, and 2 of the winners will be at East versus West 8, as well as the women's, which is really important. There's going to be a women's qualifier as well. So any women that enter have the opportunity to qualify for East versus West. And something really cool that I think that we're doing in Florida is we're doing free entry to all women. So if you want an opportunity to qualify for East versus West, come compete in Florida. It's free.
Tell us a little more. So there's it's just like the men's for the women's.
Yep, just like the men's for the women's.
Okay, so some women need to
Separate
get
separate weight classes for the women as well.
Yeah, there's 2 weight classes. I have to find out what the weight split is for the finals, because I'm not totally certain. But 2 weight classes for the women, and they will be qualified to go to East versus West as well.
Yeah, this is going to be massive. This is a big deal for us. It takes a lot extra for us to bring this, but it's going to bring a crazy amount of talent. I imagine we've now probably pushed ourselves to the limit. You know, we have probably booked this as good as we can. You know, East versus West qualifier, crazy events, crazy everything. And like I told you, it's ramping up every day. This is just another thing, but this is going to be, I mean, talk a way to kick off the beginning. It's absolutely out of control.
Not to cut you off, Brandon, but I just double checked, and the women's weight classes is 154 under and over.
Perfect.
For the men, the finals is going to be 170, 200, 240 and over.
Sarah, what did you message me was your opinion on the women's split?
I think it was 154.
That was what you thought was the best?
Yes. That's like a middle weight for
Well,
most women.
that's what it is, ironically enough.
Mhm.
They must have listened to you, right?
Give me 1 second, guys.
So, hey, tell everybody about your new venue. I know it's a lot of it's still under construction and everything, but tell them about your business.
Mhm.
A lot of guys, first time meeting them. These guys are a title sponsor. They're bringing to you a large portion of that finals money. This is pro gear that you see on every single thing we ever put out. You'll see them at the expo. You'll see them at the tournaments here and there. You'll see them at venues at their place. So tell them about you and what y'all do. You know.
Yeah. So we just opened our second location now. Biggest thing that's different about that place, which works out great for our application here. We have a boxing ring. We're going to be running amateur fights as well as several arm wrestling events. So I think it adds a little bit more fun to what we already do.
Yeah, what's cool is that the arm wrestling tournament will happen like inside the boxing ring. So that's kind of a newer or different thing than other venues.
What cooler
it's
stage?
definitely a badass vibe.
What cooler stage than a boxing ring?
Right.
Mhm.
Right?
I got to build you a platform 3 feet off the ground. I'm gonna put some ropes around it or a
Yep.
cage.
Yeah.
So we've never done it, man. This whole thing is a learning curve.
Yeah.
Like I was telling everybody, and I can't reiterate this enough. I'm great learning stuff on the fly. A lot of it with chances, all this, but
Mhm.
when you talk about Florida States, what y'all seen and what everybody's seen that showed up and got to see the video, that was 2-3 hours of preparation. We
Yeah.
opened the doors at 10:30,
Mhm.
maybe 11, and we were in there at 8 o'clock, no earlier than 8. So we had almost no time to set up. You know, with your venue, we're going to be able to set up earlier with all the venues. In fact, the production level, I was just talking with Robert Kelly. He was showing me today how he can queue up the names now under the live feed and then the score.
Oh, cool.
Like if there's a super match now, it would say, 2-0 John Theron, blah, blah, and so
Yeah.
you just do it every day. it's just scaling up.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
it's going to be apples to oranges compared to what we've brought in the past. And
Mhm.
it's sad that it's almost going to look like, what the hell were we doing before?
Mhm.
But we've left the stone age of arm wrestling.
Uh-huh.
And it hurts my heart because I
That's
love paper brackets and blue jeans, but it's this is a whole nother direction, man.
I think it's the right thing, like for arm wrestling.
Yeah.
This is what we have seen in Europe, like all along, and like what I felt was lacking in the United States, you know, being in bars and stuff. I don't mind that so much because it's a pretty good venue with food and everything, but definitely the seriousness of arm wrestling, as you guys are, you know, we're heading that way, it's so much better for the sport. And I yeah, on all aspects.
Oh, absolutely. Not just from the attention of the people that arm wrestle, but from people that may have had an interest, but then they see choppy videos or locations, may have lost their interest before. Seeing this new format, I feel like is going to grab the attention of people that not only were originally interested, but now people that may have wanted to kind of catch an interest, you know, it's going to drive it that much more to such a larger mass. It's amazing to be a part of right now.
Mhm.
How good of a look is it for Florida, Sarah? We look like we're leading the pack right now, huh?
That's exactly what it's like. And like, I remember being younger and like a fan of arm wrestling, and I looked up to the competitors that was at Slotty Tour with the yellow shirts and everything, and everything was so professional, and that was like the world stage, what you wanted to be at. And if you made it there, you were cool. And I feel like that's kind of what it looks like now. Like if you wear that yellow shirt and you're in this badass production and you on YouTube and everything, like you definitely made it there, and like it feels more heavy. So
Yeah. How do you feel about the mandatory jerseys?
I like it. I like it. In Sweden, we always had a uniform. Like it looks like you're an athlete. It looks like a sport.
We can't show up in wife beaters and cut off jeans and
Yeah. Good.
Good, exactly. It's like, take the Florida out of this.
You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be a good look, man. The production level. I think like a lot of people haven't been to your gym, but the aesthetics of your place is killer, man. And I personally love red and black, or black and white color schemes. Like, well, you see from all the old King of Florida stuff I've done all it, but it's the same way your gym is built, like it's King of Florida tournament all in one, you know, it's sick. So the background to every shot is going to be badass. You know, there is no purple equipment up in there. And
No.
exactly. So it's pretty dope. It looks, you know what it looks like is like it looks like we're in a Rich Piana video
There you go.
the whole time. That's really what it looks like the old 5% videos and stuff. And I like because now everything, you know, everything's going back soft. So it's cool. The aesthetics are going to be off the hook. That's like one of the things. Bringing more money, and I preach this all the time. The aesthetics have to be there.
Yeah.
They absolutely have to be there. So I think it's going to be dope. Tell them what all you're going to have to offer at the venue. What a lot of people are asking, are they going to have food to eat? Is there, you know?
Yeah, we're still working out the legalities of that, but the plan is we're definitely looking at beer, food, and drinks, snacks, things like that.
I think a worst case scenario is we're gonna have food trucks out there.
I would say worst case scenario, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to pull it off to have actual cooked food for everybody.
Yeah, and so I would say the accommodations are going to be a lot better. Every single place that I picked, we're going back to Q4 one time, and this is no knock on Q4, but if I could improve one thing about that place, I would improve the food. The environment, the owner is like the coolest dude. Like I love the place, but I would improve the food. They don't necessarily have all the fried wings and the big burgers and stuff. Man, if you guys see some of the places that I've got booked for this whole season, I mean, the food's on book, like every single thing, you know, wide open spots. We got some spots, like every spot has big stages, lighting, you know, awnings over the stuff. So yours is going to be the coolest one in the sense of, you know, it can almost have like a market or a fair type vibe. Tents out there, whatever. You got guys barbecuing, whatever the setup ends up being, drinks at a cruisers, whatever. but we got a lot more freedom. You
Mhm.
know, we're not in the constraints of what the waitresses are saying, what the
Exactly.
bartender is. So I think that your two events are going to end up being like the parties of and there's no better spot for it to be than the first one. Kick it off East First West.
Exactly. We'll
Yeah.
set the bar high for the season.
Yeah, and guys, this is important to know. There's only 6 United States East First West qualifiers. That's it.
Mhm.
So I mean, you can go to multiple from what I understand, but you know, a lot of guys are going to be coming down here. So
Yeah.
out 40 days out, I guess. 40 what are we, 44, 45 days, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And it's about to get real. A lot of you guys from Florida have never been to, and Sarah, plug your ears because you've lost the notion, but never been to any decent caliber tournament when it comes to a regional or national level style. Florida's tough when you see there's Noel, Austin, Matt, and Artem in the same class. But when you see that's 19 guys deep, and it's all Matt, Artem, Noel's, Austin's, all through the class, you will then see what it's, you know, where you stand in the pecking order. So train up. This East versus West one's going to humble some people. It's also going to make some stars, right? Let Daniel Price catch the wrong star out there. It's like your shine, quickness. So it's going to be exciting. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some. I say his name too much. Some Craig Tugay, Dan Motors. You know, anybody looking, whoever wants to be the next Adam Warzinski, they're probably going to come over here to the qualifier.
There you go.
I mean, listen, I would. How would you not come to this? Your other option is go arm wrestle in your backyard, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Even if you're, let's say you're from North Carolina, unless they got a better tournament that's a qualifier that day closer to you, you should be here.
Yeah.
We should draw the entire Southeast from North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky area, all the way out to Texas. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a couple Texas guys, Louisiana. They're having one in Texas as well. So these are going to be your two options as far as if you are in the southeastern United States. So
yeah, I mean, it's a grand opportunity for everybody in the Southeast region, you know, to showcase what they have, show what you've been working on, and to do exactly what you just said, like be the next Adam or be the next Arden, be the next one that ends up on that big stage that you've just watched on videos. You know, that's the one thing that I love about this entire structure is that, you know, I've seen top 8 Zloty tours, and, you know, the bright lights, you know, the stages, from the entrances, you know, that's like a grand scheme part of the dream of becoming that much better. So you'd be sleeping on yourself and your talent not to want to show up to this.
yeah, guys, remember too, this is absolutely an elite thing. The you know, the opportunity to even get to come to this or have it, let alone have it in your backyard, is going to be sick. I can tell you, I got to arm wrestle in the peak of WAL at the coolest shit in Vegas and Taj Mahal and some of the craziest. I mean, they'd be 29, 39 hitters in a class. That's just the right hand 198. You know, I'm talking 200-300 people in the tournament. And some of the qualifiers leading up to it, we used to run in Florida. We did 3 a year or something. And it was insane. It was absolutely mega. And that was just to go to the WAL regional tournament. You know, you're talking this East versus West thing. People have the potential to get a paid trip out of the country, go over there, shine, whoop a European's ass, and you might be pulling John Brezink next. Guy like Daniel Price, for example, he's 2 tournaments. He's from winning our tournament, win the finals, and go over there and crack a European, and he is the next. You know, he cracks Zurab over there. It's suddenly on. You know, you'll never forget his name again. And you're talking 3 steps from there. I've been arm wrestling for 11 years, and the chance to become the man has always been a lot more than 3 steps in my eyes that I've seen. I guess if you were the dude, you could just pull the number 1 guy, but this is a super path for, you know, just 3 easy stepping stones, not easy, but 3 stepping stones for someone to actually become the man. So, you know, we're good. The reality is someone's going. Why not be that dude from Florida going? If
Right.
Chance right now did not have his deal with East versus West and already have his foot in the door, this kid would be training so hard for it. Chance,
True. It's
how
true.
hard? Hey, his dreams. He'd be seen looking at the stars, talking to himself about it. I mean,
100%.
I know.
I would be.
I know he would. He'd be chasing it. So you guys should be too, because someone's going, and it's only going to be one of the winners from one of the 6 tournaments. It should just be ours. Hopefully, we get 2 or 3 guys out there taking the trip. And there's no reason we can't. We got some decent dudes. You know, let Artem bust some ass up in there. He could showcase. Let Austin Wade get a few people over. We have a chance for some talent. And we got a lot of guys that are you know, one click on that dial from really leveling up. You know, and a lot of times these insane tournaments. Listen, some of the craziest thing I seen was it was Chad Silver's losing at Atlantic City, but it was not to me. It was to a guy named Spencer Lightning Fire. You remember this, Chance? You ever seen this?
Yeah.
Unassuming guy. Matt, this is not to insult you, but he's your size. He was like 165 pounds, slender build guy. And he stops Chad one day and the burner's on and just lights him up and smokes him, dude. And when I tell you, it was like, now you ever heard of this guy? Never, right?
Never.
Oh, you did for that day. You did for that month. He was a star. He was a star for that minute. So sometimes these high pressure situations, they'll make a star out of somebody that didn't necessarily have it. You know, they get put in that pressure cooker, and now everyone's in the 7th round. Bill Sinkstone had a 3-minute match with your boy. Time to shine. So yeah, it can be fun, man. And some of the greatest moments I've had have been in Florida, but also I would say a lot of them have been pulling guys I didn't know that everybody said I'm going to lose to. You know, we used to go to a tournament called Summer Heat. I don't know, anyone here been to it? Craig used to go.
Yeah, I think I was at the first one.
Yeah. And this tournament, I would say, was just a regular blue jeans in a Elks Lodge type of tournament. Great, ran by Greg Hilton, but it would draw the entire Southeast. So we used to have a Southeast regional rankings, and it would draw the entire Southeast. So once a year, you would get your ass beat by Justin Bishop or by, you know, Mike Bianchi. These were how my trips would go. But you would sometimes get a win on a guy like Ray Henricks or a guy like someone you should not beat. And you talk about that for next year till you came back around. You know, you'd be whooping everyone's ass in Florida, but you're still talking about that out-of-state win. So when we get a travel tournament in a regional style tournament in our own backyard, it's mega, man. You got to attend those. Craig, he chose to not come to our East versus West qualifier.
I can't even believe now it's a qualifier.
Yeah. Craig,
Like what else? Like next week, it'll be we're giving away 10 grand in a motorcycle.
There's a Lamborghini to all the super.
I'm like, does it get any worse now? Maybe I'll have to call Brandon up and get him to switch here.
It's rescheduled, Craig.
Just send tell him come here. We'll host the match. All right. We'll send
Yeah, I'm sure the promoters that already paid me will really enjoy that.
Tell them to come along.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome news, though. I'm really excited for that whole East
I can
versus
hear the
West.
excitement in your voice.
I mean, it's going to be amazing. Yeah, I'll be in my hotel watching it afterwards.
He's stabbing like a little voodoo doll.
Yeah, exactly.
Liz, how you doing?
Fantastic, man. How you doing?
Good. I thought you were Craig when you first joined the chat.
Yeah,
A little darker in the beard, a little darker.
he's got a few years to go yet.
Yes,
Yes,
listen,
sir.
we are introducing Wiz as he is going to be our new coordinator on the MC with the Mike. He's going to be helping call the brackets, get everyone
Yes,
in the
sir.
book. He will be helping with the MCing during the event. He is going to relieve a lot of the pressure off me of the robotic Chance Shaw and Craig table 1, Sarah and Mikey table 2, a lot of this type of stuff. we gave him just handed him the microphone at the Battle at the Beach party we had, and this guy's got good mic skills. He's solid. He must have did a radio show or something in college, but he's got it. So if I'm ever sick, my voice is messed up, something, this is my backup plan. So we're going to test him out. Hopefully he's going to kill it with us, but you are going to get used to hearing this at the tournament. We intend to utilize him just like everybody that's a big part of the team, all the referees, everything. You know, we want to ultimately get this thing where it's automatic. It's a robot on its own. We all have a small position that we're all taking care of. And Wiz is going to be a part of that. So he's giving me the first bit of relief so I can help on the commentary and the live stream and the coordination itself, right? It's very hard to coordinate everything when you constantly have to be in front of this laptop. So aside from Maggie wanting to kill you, you're in.
She won't want to kill him, just you.
That's it.
Hey, I know we're in the middle of the class, but can you add my buddy in right now?
Absolutely. I'm like, does he have money? Yes. Yeah, you know what? We can make an accommodation. Listen, Matt, I don't mind you training on here. I like it because last night, Matt King.
Is it too loud?
No, it's up with guys. Matt King sat here like this for an hour. Just like this, just flexed up. Veins bold just the whole time. I was like, that can't be comfortable.
Oh, this is just the most comfortable. This is the most comfortable spot in my house. I got 6 puppies inside, plus the bigger dogs. Now my kids are back from the pot. This is my domain out here. You know what I mean? So we got everything that I need out here. It's the most quiet, comfortable little niche I got going on. If it tends to bother you that the chains, that's it. If the chain's bothering you, I'll put it to a quit for a little bit.
No, I'm going to tell you actually why we had you on here.
That's beautiful. I appreciate you.
You are our merch winner.
Get out of here.
Giveaway on here.
Yeah, everybody. Look at
that. All right. Congratulations.
This is your channel, right?
What's that? Max out? That's me. Yeah.
Okay. I'll make sure. If I had the wrong guy on here and told my bad, just like they did the Miss America.
That's me. That's my channel.
Now, let me show you the merch. This is one of a kind. You will never see this piece again because we have a different design. So hopefully I'm not.
I'm glad me and Matt were the same size. I can steal it from him.
Yes, this is the merch you have won, Matt.
Look at that, boy! One of a kind.
I bring it to the tournament with you.
But I hope they are your size.
All right, look, you gave me the extra large on the shirt that I can fill out. It's going to take me a while to fill out some extra large shorts. Okay,
I think they're medium.
Beautiful. I'll fit in those perfect. I got a bigger upper body than I do the lower end.
Excellent. Congratulations, Matt.
Dude, that's amazing. Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you to the fullest. You know, I got a lot of love and respect for everything that y'all been doing. And I was telling my missus, I said, man, they doing a merch giveaway, man. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty sick if I had the opportunity to get something. So hey, man, that's awesome. All the way around awesome. It could have been a strap.
No one will ever have those shorts. Our merchandise is completely different. That was a one-off sample run. So very similar to the hoodie we auctioned off. Just a one-of-a-kind design. That's yours.
That's badass, man. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. Trent, what you think of this East versus West qualifier?
It's going to be a hell of a time. Like you said, I mean, you pretty much, just to piggyback off what you said, I mean, anybody in the Southeast that doesn't come is pretty much losing out on one of the biggest opportunities they could have in their life when it comes to the sport of arm wrestling. So, I mean, don't sleep on it. I mean, like I said, any given day, anybody can win it. So, come on. Everybody needs to show up. Everybody needs to come give it a try. And you never know. You might be on the big screen in Turkey standing next to Chance Shaw.
Hey, what's the is it double elimination or are they going to run it up to trips?
No, everything is double.
Everything's going to be double.
Yeah. It's all double. Our weight classes, everything's going to be the same. Here's something we want to talk about, guys. We have our chats at the biggest it's been at 18.
It was just at 20.
It was at 20. We're peaked out. We're peaking.
Crushing it.
Hey, we're getting there, getting there.
This is important, guys. Space is going to be limited at this venue. We are charging a spectator fee for non-arm wrestlers at this East versus West qualifier. It will not. It will not be for the next event, but for the East versus West qualifier itself, there will be a spectator fee. However, we are not charging your grandma. Okay, there's some exceptions. Chance, would you like to fill in on the exceptions to the spectator fee?
Yeah, so free spectator, meaning you don't have to pay the spectator fee if you're military, first responder, or 65 or older.
All right, which applies to some of you old ass arm wrestlers out there.
I think Craig hit that like 5 years ago. If I'm not mistaken.
Craig.
I just look it. I just look it.
We don't
I'm
even
actually
start playing arm wrestling
27.
anymore.
I'm actually 27. Come on.
So, guys, this is going to be if I can't tell you enough. If you will pay, $12 to get into the movie for an hour, I promise your $5 is going to this just to host this. An additional cost of several grand goes into
That's the spectator. It's only
$5. So
the spectator is only $5.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to be. And we aren't charging 65 and over, military, law enforcement, first responders, anything like that. Anybody, However, I would hope that anybody doesn't have a problem with that. That's one drink. If somehow you can't get in here and you don't have $5 extra and your car's on E, talk to us. This is not to exclude people, but what it is to do is help cover the cost to bring you guys the East versus West qualifier. And this money is going to the person that's flying to Turkey. Ultimately, the East versus West, this money that is collected is going to help pay for the cost to send the athletes to Turkey. So it's not just bulking up me and Chance Shell's pocket or anything. The fact is to add the East versus West qualifier very well may cost us a good bit. There may not be the great return on it, but what the big return is in bringing it to the arm wrestlers. We're doing this because we would both want to come to this. We know this would be the dopest thing in the world we would want to go to. That's why we're doing it, even if it's at a loss. Everybody knows we already have a guaranteed success for our first event. This is no lie to anybody. People, the buzz is huge. To add this also, it very well could play out to be beneficial where we just attract an abundance more. But the fact is it's a risk play, but it's a risk we're willing to make to increase the event tenfold. To take this as a Florida Arm Wrestling League and East versus West all in one, and we're actually getting to fly someone out to Turkey. This is mega. You guys think we're amped now. Wait till we see Daniel Price up there, win in the final, and he can't believe it. He don't even have a passport. Right? He don't know it. And we see the horse meat version of Daniel Price.
Yes.
It's just, the sky is the limit with this in my imagination. So we got to win this, guys. We got to show out. It's in our backyard. It's going to be at the Pro Gear Gym. We're putting out the flyer in about 30 minutes. Probably by the end of this, the flyer will already be on the FAL page, I would assume. And there's a lot to come. We got a bunch of big sponsors. Pro Gear Gym is going to be the host and the sponsor, host of 2 events. We've got Eclipse Tattoo helping out. We've got Do It Yourself Pest Control helping out. We've got Alpha Whiskey helping. Arm Shark has donated some overall prizes. This thing, it could all, this whole look could be everybody just fighting each other and bickering. I don't want to, it's not that. Every single person that you're like, oh, that guy's involved and him. Yeah, we got 2 guys that make handles involved. Absolutely. One guy's helping us do our own product. The other guy's donating product to the overall. That's it. And it's absolutely a cooperative. I was telling everyone last night, we had Colt Wade on here. He was drunk. He was talking about falling in love with Matt Baez. And he was just like, man, I met this guy. Got one more friend. And I get it. But you guys think we're friendly now. Wait until you see at the end of the year. when we're all sitting here dressed nicely at the award ceremony, inducting Chris Rusakis' old ass into some sort of category or something, and creating awards and match of the year, and we're giving out all the money and everyone's taking pictures and having a banquet, then you guys will really see how tight we are. I personally don't have a lot of friends outside arm wrestling. That probably speaks for everything, but you don't get many moments in arm wrestling where it's not competitive and you're not in this like amped up crazy fucking mode. That's why some of the big practices are the best. But when we go through this whole season and you're sitting there at the end of the year, man, you better believe we're going to be a lot closer. You know, we're going to be looking like I say, a yellow army out there for 11 months, and everybody's grinding. You know, this is 10,000 raised grassroots. There's no Budweiser out here. There's no McDonald's hooking us up, or, you know, no Sprite truck, or, I mean, there ain't shit. This is Pro Gear, a tattoo shop, couple guys that like arm wrestling, and then everyone else getting involved being supporters. So what we would do with a product that we actually can sell, you know, right now we did this based off how good the Florida States looked. It looked good enough that some people now believe in us. Wait till we have a year of productions and we're just like, you guys, holy, you know, we're going to look like Nitro Circus by the end of this. I have dudes backflipping tricycles and shit. So I want to hit you with your opinion on something. How do you feel about I would like a rematch, wrestling match against Daniel Worley again. Without Story window.
Yes.
Without him all greasy and sweated up and what's the prediction on that? Does that draw some people in?
As long as I ain't got to call the front desk again, I'm cool with it. I'll even referee.
I wrestled Daniel one time. He rushed me into a window on the third story. We blow the windows out. The whole window, I almost fell out the window. The screen catches me. There's the glasses on the ground. I mean, it destroyed
Arnold's got the video.
We already know the police are coming. So I'm like, fuck, what do we do? There's no way. If I call the desk right now, they're sending in more cops. Daniel definitely can't. We all look at Trent. Trent, you got to talk to him. Trent got the phone. It's like he's been trained to be a police operator. Hello, ma'am. Yes, there's a problem in room so-and-so. The glass is broken. This lady.
Let me tell the story. So, all this happens. They start wrestling. There goes Brandon out the window. The screen catching. There's people downstairs on the phone talking, looking up at us.
I almost died.
Artem literally grabs his bag and just walks out the door. He's like, I'm leaving at this point. I'm gone. He's like, I'm not even a citizen yet. I'm leaving. I'm not getting deported back to Russia over this shit. So I'm like, you know what? We waited like 15 minutes. Nobody came. I said, let's just go get something to eat. We come back, we'll make up a story.
So we're going to
we go to Hooters and arm wrestle everybody there for a couple hours. Then we go by Wendy's and we get like $100 and something in chicken sandwiches and cheeseburgers and whatever else. We go back there. Everything's still good. So I just call the front desk. I'm like, yeah, this is Mr. Worley. We just got back to our room, whatever, and the window's busted out. And the guy's like, the window's busted. I'm like, yeah, there's glass everywhere. I think somebody may have threw a rock or something. Okay, sir, hold on one second. Let me check something. The guy you can hear him tapping on the keys. All of a sudden, well, the only thing I have available is the presidential suite. Is that okay for him? I'm like, yeah, what's the additional charge? Oh, no charge. We will give it to you free of charge. We moved right down the road, right down the hallway into the presidential suite. No questions asked.
Artem's like, smoke sitting in the car.
Artem's like, how did you do that? I think Artem still stayed in that room.
So did I.
You did, yep. And then me and Daniel went and got the other, I think it was like 2 queens or something in the other room.
So when we went down there, I left my charger or my keys or something. I ran back. There were so many police sitting at the front desk when we were checking out.
Yes,
I doubt they were there for us, but I felt like they were there for us.
Well,
that glass up.
I think what saved us, well, I guess they said it was some kids that's been vandalizing things in the neighborhood. So they thought some kids had come and was throwing rocks at windows and just happened to bust ours. So like the issues they were having throughout the week, plus what happened to us, it all just worked out perfect. Oh yeah, we've had some kids in the neighborhood causing trouble. No big deal. We'll get you in their room. I'm like, perfect. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so the
Good old Morris and
That's
where we
the
saw
moral of the
stuff
story
wrestling
is-
through a window.
if you've got to talk to the police, have Trent talk to him.
I'm good at it.
You're
I mean,
basically
I was-
my new attorney.
I mean, I was a cop for over a year, so I mean, I'm kind of good at it.
You were a cop for over a year?
Right, yeah, about a year, about 14 months.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Just
we
made an order to get a hoodie and some shorts and a tank top. So guys, if you want to look in fashion this year at the FAL events, go to our merchants webpage. I think Brandon has it posted on his Facebook.
Yes.
I just bought a new hoodie, some shorts, and a new jersey, tank top, you know.
Listen,
You
I
leaving
can't
that tank
promise
top.
you
You
will
leaving
win,
that tank top behind.
but
It's gonna
you'll
be too
look a
cold
lot
to wear the
cooler if
tank.
you lose wearing this stuff.
Facts.
It
Sarah, did you like the girl stuff that we had?
Yeah, sports bra and leggings. Wow.
Is that what that was called, a sports bra?
Yeah.
Is that sexist? That was pushing sports bras on women?
Mhm.
I'm like, look at this micro bikini we have for FAL. Jesus. What's
Sarah,
wrong?
don't mind him. He's never been with a girl look at you wear a sports bra, so he's not used to seeing them.
No. The women I date can't fit into a sports bra.
your story.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Oh Lord.
Oh, this show's gone now.
He
I'm
said,
trying to
"Oh man, am I live streaming?"
The shot button. You guys are something else.
Hey,
The
the
merch, guys,
merch.
The jerseys will be mandatory just because this is an East versus West qualifier doesn't negate the jerseys. There's been official ruling on this too. Tank tops will not be allowed. They are dope. They will definitely get you some chicks. None that will fit into the sports bras, apparently. But you cannot wear the tank tops for the actual tournament themselves.
Hey, Brandon,
Yeah,
let me
so
ask you
don't-
this.
So don't clip the sleeves on your jersey is what you get.
No,
as
do
well.
not
Yes,
cut the
cut the
sleeves.
Keep the
sleeves.
jerseys.
Buy a second jersey.
Brandon, let me ask
Facts.
you this. Since it is now going to be a qualifier, say we have 300 people from out of state show up, are we going to have enough shirts where we can make it mandatory for everybody to have to buy one? Or how are you going to do that? With we got people coming from Kentucky, Texas, Arkansas, all that for a qualifier. If we have 300 out of state people show up, somehow, not saying it's going to happen, but what if it does happen? Are we going to be able to? Are you just going to sell them until they run out, and then it is what it is?
That's a great question. So I can tell you that 300 people number is not possible.
Well, I know. I'm just saying.
That would represent like 500 additional entries.
Yeah,
That
I'm
would
just
be insane.
I'm
So-
just saying. I'm just throwing a number out there.
Yeah,
do we,
no,
do we
that-
have enough shirts and inventory to cover all that, or how are we going to do that?
Yeah, so that's the type of thing I would have definitely had you private message me.
Hey,
Yeah, we will make sure we have plenty of shirts. I just kicked you out of the group chat, Trey. I'm sorry.
that's fun. No big deal. Hey, there is
We're
no
definitely
chicken
going to have a
on
lot
this
of
thing.
product on hand day of to be able to sell to the people that didn't pre-order it.
Yes, we
See, I'll
will.
just talk to Chance now because he knows how to talk. So I'll just ask Chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, we're
you
gonna
can
have
just direct your questions to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, please
Be a lot
forward your
easier.
questions. I would imagine that the jersey thing's not going to be an issue. We're going to not only have jerseys, we're going to have the replica jerseys.
Yeah.
My guy, you will. Here's the accommodation I think we will make. In the event that we run out of shirts, we suddenly might allow tank tops before we let you arm wrestle. That's the moment we would probably consider it. But no, we are invested in this. We're going to buy plenty of shirts. Everyone's we got stuff covered. We have store inventory, everything. Everybody that ordered their stuff, you are about 2 weeks out, I would say.
We've already spent a few $1,000s on inventory. So if it gets to the point where we're getting close and we're running low, we'll put in another order for another few thousand. And I wouldn't imagine that we'll sell out in that one event. So it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, let me tell you, us running out of shirts is the greatest thing that's ever happened for us.
Hey, it can happen
Back
though.
up with a
It
yellow
can happen.
Hummer, completely FAL vinyl wrap. You won't even see it. Me and Chance will both have gold teeth. if we run out of t-shirts. Okay, Chance will look like he's so Miami 305. You won't recognize him. You won't even recognize him. All right, guys, look in the chat. This is where you can get the merch. It is important to at least check it out. You know, go in there, look around, see. We have custom FAL straps. I mean, guys, we got the coolest straps you've ever seen. Aside from, I mean, they are very similar to the old Mazarenkos. You know, these say Florida Arm Wrestling League printed right in them. We got vinyl bags. I mean, hats. Me and Chance were just looking at all the quality and the approval pictures today. This is top-notch quality. Everything is sublimated. Everything is of the highest quality we can get. You know, we're not going with, we could have absolutely went with just some cotton tees and made it, you know, super profitable. That doesn't benefit any of us in the long run, except maybe make me and Chance $2-3 or something. The real play is us having a quality, durable jersey that's going to look on the 11th event, just like it looks on the first event, that ultimately looks like an actual uniform. You know, you're going to be hard pressed to find any sort of jerseys that look any cooler than this. You know, the only thing that you can go to with this is just thicker, heavy. And you know, that's the opposite of what we want. But you know, for example, the pants, everything, the hats, they're all embroidered. You know, the pants, everything's sublimated into it. So it's all super high quality. And you know, this merch, like I said, it's at least worth checking out, but you will have to have at least the one replica shirt. You will have the jersey or the replica jersey t-shirt. They're available. The one is half the price of the other. We recommend that you buy the jersey. I'm not sure if you can still pre-order and get your names on the back. But these are what we're wearing right here. Does anyone here have on the replica shirt? Wiz?
No, I got the actual jersey.
You got the jersey. So the only difference with the shirt is it doesn't have this on the sleeves. It is 100% polyester. So it'd be like your dry fit style material. And the replica shirts are screen printed. So there is a very affordable option on there, but everything will have to be in uniform. You know, you never know when the next chance we get to sell this to a sponsor and actually bring in some money. So we want to make sure if it's Wiz versus Matt, that it's treated the same as if it's Craig versus Chance. So
absolutely structured, uniformed, organized.
Matters very little when it comes to selling sponsorship. It's the image and the amount of exposure we can get them. And I promise you, the better this looks, the more clicks and shares we get. The more clicks and shares we get, the more exposure we can offer. And, you know, you guys, Mikey, believing in us already with very little guarantee behind it. You know, you didn't know a month ago that this was actually going to be this big and this perfectly organized, but it goes a long way. You know, hopefully by the end of next year, we don't have to just sell a sponsorship based upon faith. Hey man, I hope you believe in, you know, now we can be like, yo, check out this season highlights.
Yeah.
Like, how much you want. And we're already getting the point, like a couple venues I've been told personally by the owners that we undersold them, you know, and we weren't asking much at all, you know, a lot of these places for different venue sponsorships and stuff. But the key was really just get in. We want to secure this. And we did all this without without a product that's been completed or approved. Once we get out here with 11 events under our belt, our finals, our award ceremony, I mean, you know, you fine tune all this in a production. There's no reason next year, like I say, we can't have double, triple, quadruple the amount of prize money. You know, this is just a bunch of guys that believe in each other that got this together. Wait till you have a company that's looking for a tax write-off, or a company that, you know, just wants to get into it. They want to spread their name. You know, one guy with too much money, something like that. So the merch is one of the things that keeps everything going. As well as the entries and all that. But the play for the mandatory jerseys is not merch driven. It's strictly sponsor and branding driven. The reason we look good, like you said, Sarah, and it reminds you of Zloty, is because the guy on arm wrestling doesn't have a white t-shirt on. That's why it looks great, right? Because both guys have the shirt on. The referees, we have all referees wearing, they're going to be wearing custom FAL jerseys. I'm sorry, custom referee shirts. You'll see
Awesome.
FAL emblazoned on there and the typical white and black stripes, but we're not sparing an expense. We have 3 matching custom combat arms tables, got about almost $2,500 into these 3 tables. We just purchased another one at almost $800. So, and I think that was with a discount or something to do the custom top and all this. So we've got a, we definitely aren't sparing an expense. You guys, Mikey, y'all hooked us up with our main banner. Shout out to you guys, got us a super discount on that. But I can't say enough that the way that last event at Florida State's was, that was really just a sample. We kept calling it the soft opening for a reason. We had no fucking clue what we're doing. Yeah, it might be great, but when there was a couple times when I went out to my truck and I came back in and I was just like, dude, where are we? Especially because you were walking into that tinted building. It looked like you were walking into like a carnival ride or a haunted house at first. And it was like, this is like an arm wrestling playground. And I can't tell you enough, like that yellow chain that we hung as a little divider, that had more effect than almost anything we've ever done in the past, just because you now had a barrier and the colors matched and the posts were paint, and the look of it was beautiful, but that was with 3 hours of setup. So I know how you are, Mikey. You're the type of guy to throw a party and spend a week planning for a 6-hour party. I already know your type. I know, I can tell. You don't do anything half-assed. So that's why I know when we're a week out and we're in this crazy, like, yo, what do you think of this? I love it. This thing's gonna be fucking insane, bro.
It is.
And just adding the East versus West to it, dude, it's like the icing on the cake. Who doesn't want to be the king of Florida? Right? Chance. It's lonely at the top.
It is. It's too easy up here.
Chance wants to be the king of the world, right? Chance crosses that ocean to Turkey too. So you got these guys can catch right up to him. I've seen a lot of moments where you have a lot more than 3 little steps to get there. And it ain't like you have to beat Toddzilla either to win that final. These elite guys, they already got there. They're already in. It should be specified that I would believe a lot of these qualifiers are only going to be the non-East versus West guys.
Yeah, it's we're not necessarily banned, but there's no incentive for us to compete in the qualifier. So I wouldn't imagine that you're going to see any of the guys that have already been on East versus West are probably not going to be competing in the qualifiers. I don't remember if there's ever been such a clear-cut pathway to reach such a major stage. Like with the WAL, I guess it was kind of like that, but an international stage, like, hey, if you want to be part of the top 8, you just have to complete these steps. I don't know if there's ever been something like that. It's really cool that we get to be a part of that and we get to host one of the main qualifiers.
Chance, we have a recommendation in the chat. We could hire an airbrush guy in case we run out of shirts. They could just airbrush the shirt. Robert Kelly, he says, Wiz, he's going to put the microphone in your beard.
He'll never get it. He'll never get it back out.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that to your microphone.
Yeah, you're gonna need to sanitize that thing.
That thing's like a giant squid. It'll grab it and never let go.
Tim Talmadge is in the chat. What's up, Tim? I think Tim might be coming out here.
Good. I heard Tim Talmadge was our first $1,000 sponsor for the event only. Thank you, Tim. Get that to me as soon as possible. No, I'm kidding. Guys, we will have VIP tables. We're going to have between 5 and 10 VIP tables up front. A couple of these
I'll be back.
sponsors, as you know, obviously, front row seating. But we are going to have those available. We're going to try to get as much seating as we can. But I would imagine, like me and Mikey talked earlier, it's going to be a mix of seating and standing. Would I love to have 300 chairs in there? Yes. I don't think that's the best use of our space, though. We'll probably have a chaired section, and then the real crazy people are going to want to stand up. The live stream itself, I believe, is going to be amazing. Robert Kelly was, he's been showing me all this stuff nonstop. The last thing when I looked at it, we had and we intend actually to put a few more banners up, but there were still a few side angles that you could have caught our production at. It wasn't the best. People getting in front of the camera. Josh Webb's head was like a cement block on the stream at one point. Bro, it was just like this. You can see like one guy over here on the side of his ear and another guy over here. This is his head just right here. So yeah, and we're gonna address little things like that, but man, I can't say enough. It's gonna be wild. We're super stoked to be at your gym. A lot of people don't know, you know, all I can do is tell you how cool something is. When you show up, you'll realize Mikey's place is all out. If you've ever been to his gym, you should. If you haven't been there, you should visit it. Check him out. What's your page on Facebook so they can look up your gym?
Pro Gear Gym.
Pro Gear
Instagram,
Gym.
Facebook. Yeah, Pro Gear Gym.
You have two separate pages for each location. One page.
We just opened the second page with the second location, so there's not much on there. Most of the stuff is going to be on the original page.
Perfect.
Where's the second location at?
That's the one you guys are going to for the event on February. Yeah, it's out on Cortez Boulevard. and
Spring Hill.
Spring Hill.
Yeah, they're both in Spring Hill. How far apart are your locations?
About 20 miles, I'd say.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, guys, get trained up, get your jersey, get your replica shirt, whichever one you want. Be ready. East First West qualifier, February 4th. It's going down. Everybody is going to be a part of it. If you guys have any recommendations, way to improve the tournament, something cool we can do, be ready. Take note on this flyer that's coming out. Take note of the details. Amateurs, you're going to have a completely separate block to arm wrestle. There's going to be an amateur award ceremony completely separate from the pro. You could go there all day and not have to say hello to one pro. Your experience is going to be a completely separate experience. If you want to stick around and arm wrestle the pro class, you're welcome to do that. They will be from 10 to 2. Let's go over it real quick. It's from 8 to 10 is the amateur weigh-ins. From 10 to 2 is the start of the tournament. From 12 to 2, the pro weigh-ins. From 2 to 6, 2 to 7, depending how long we go, that is the pro tournament. So you have two separate blocks. The amateurs, you will not have to sit around all day and wait and watch the pros. The pros, you will get to show up right away as soon as you want to arm wrestle. So if you're the type of guy, your wife complains she doesn't like to be there more than 4 hours, come there an hour before it starts. Weigh in. You'll be arm wrestling in about 1 hour. Very simple. We're going to be running 2 to 3 tables nonstop. There is no need for this to take all day. It very well could blow up and be a big event, but if that does happen, remember, it will only be pros at the end of the night. So you will not be sitting around all day just to watch the amateur 176 finals. You'll be sitting around all day to watch the pro finals, the overall, this, that. And this is going to be, regardless of your East versus West standings, who gets to go, who qualifies, this will be your first bit of points for the season. Very important. In the next week, you're going to see several announcements. You're going to see an announcement for a referee training seminar that's coming out. We have not Tim Talmadge, Luke Polsher coming out. He's going to do referee seminar. He's going to train to 16 guys we're inviting to this. The top 6, this is very important. The top 6 on this testing will be hired right away by the FAL for the whole season. So it's a great opportunity to become an FAL ref, to make some money, to get you, take that little edge off of having to spend it. It's open to anybody. Brand new arm wrestler. If you know enough about arm wrestling, you could be certified. Look for that announcement to come out. You'll only be able to take the test once, and we will offer it twice. We'll offer it Friday before the event in Longwood, and then we will offer it during the amateur weigh-ins from 8 to 10 the day of the event. This is a very rare opportunity in itself. You have very few opportunities you can become a certified ref. This is one of them. So they love to rag on us a lot. Florida's got everything, but they don't have reffing. They won't say that anymore. I imagine we're going to have more certified refs than almost any state. This is another thing the FAL is bringing you that's never going to go away, right? If we go away and this dissolves in 3 years, you will always have these 10 certified refs. For the next 20 years, you'll be able to say, hey, this tournament has integrity. Why? Because there was a certified ref here, and he said, these things are going to stick around. So these things are improving Florida arm wrestling, even if it doesn't improve us long term, but this is going to also happen, Dave. So it's a lot to keep track of, but it's very important. You're going to see other announcements. You're going to see the point value system. That's going to come out in a separate announcement. So the way it's going to go, there's going to be points for first, second, and third place, right? Obviously, you get more points for first. There's going to be points for entering, and there's going to be points for winning the overall. Obviously, winning the overall is very valuable. It doesn't happen very often. It's going to have a high value. But these things will, these things like the overall, they'll become the wild card. So you get down to a moment where, let's say, Mikey and Wiz are 10 points apart, and Mikey's got 10 points more, and a win is only worth 6. And you're like, why ain't Wiz bum, right? Wiz wins the tournament, and Mikey's celebrating because he's still got the 4-point lead. And then you see Wiz in the overall, and he wins it and takes another 6, right? So this is going to be your wild card, and you're almost your second hand of poker when you've already dealt the hand. You're almost going to get to play one last time. So it's going to make it exciting, but it's important to remember that this is also going to be your first bit of points. So people that miss this, you're already starting behind a little bit. And a points race, as everybody knows, I'm sure you guys have thought about it, consistency wins it. Staying consistent, show up to him. You don't have to be the first place guy. You've just got to outpace him, right? So if you take second in 10 events and this guy takes first in 6, you probably win the whole shebang. So the point system coming out, there's going to be a bunch of announcements, but the plan is ultimately by the first of the year, have every single question answered. We are going to be smooth sailing for the next 30 days from there, and pretty much just building on this first event. So what is Tim saying in the chat?
We were just talking about certifications.
Yeah, so if you guys,
So Tim's going to be here for sure. It seems like.
All right, we'll have to get him a match.
Yeah.
I might know a guy.
Who?
Well, goddamn, don't put me on the spot. I was talking about myself.
Yeah, I know you were.
But it was like that. All right, on that note, guys, we're ending this. I thought I had friends. I don't. Hey, subscribe to the channel. You never know, we'll give away more merch. Congrats, Matt.
Appreciate you, man. Much love. I appreciate y'all.